Hey guys, and welcome back again to me, Ben, playing Cities Skylines in my city of Verville here on my YouTube channel. Um, yeah, I'm back again today with episode 19 in my city of Verville, and as you might remember from or my previous episodes, so episode 18, I did introduce a couple of changes actually, for my town, like setting up a whole new, well, I wouldn't say like a whole new train station network, but I was improving a couple of things because I learned that it's not as good or too good to have too many train stations actually in your town, because this might like overflow and cause a lot of traffic issues with your um, freight trains and passenger trains. So I separated the lines basically, or almost, for my industrial freight train stations and the passenger train stations that you can find here, there, and another one over here. And yeah, this episode will most likely focus on setting up the new forest wood industry up here, because there is a huge like forest that I want to use for that type of industry. And I think this industry can also utilize that train station. Yeah, so let me see how things work out, and I'll start planning on this now. The other thing I actually introduced, and let me quickly have a look, is this adventure world. It's my first amusement park in this city, and I basically filled up like all of these leftover squares for the center of my town. And yeah, well, as you can see, I need a couple more office zones, but before I'm putting those down, I will try to focus on my woodworking industries first over here. So I'm leaving the game on pause right now, at least for the meantime, and I'll start setting up things. So let me see, 36 in, 48 across, and probably can come back here. And I want to make this a one-way road right from the start, just to make sure that I'm not running into any traffic issues here. And yeah, from there I also need some water supplies, and then I can start laying out the industrial zone, the according industrial zone for my industry here. Just well, since maybe you might remember from my last episode, since I already worked on episode 18 like a second time, I remember that I will need a lot more space here when it comes to my wood industry and the forest industry. So that's the reason why I'm laying out this zone already as big as possible, because the amount of buildings, or the size of the buildings that I need for that type of industry, is a bit bigger actually the than for the farmland. So I'm already starting with a bigger like zone here, and I remember that the landscape is a bit more difficult, to be honest, because I have quite a few steep slopes here that make it a bit more difficult for me to lay out things properly right from the start. So I want to make sure that I'm not having any issues here. And yeah, I'm using like 48 across again. And I want to make sure this has enough room. Can I put one down here again? That's perfect. So there will be few situations where the slope is actually too steep to put down a few more of these types of buildings. Yeah, then I for sure need a few sawmills here. Wrong area type, so this is not the correct area type. So I might even change that right away, because I think those sawmills, there is no need for them to be actually in the green zone of that type of industry, which is in that case really helpful. It just needs to be within the correct type of industry. So I do have so sorry, I just quickly lost my train of thought, but yeah, since I have enough space here, actually I just need the according industrial zone to make sure that I can actually, so there's a small lockyard, sawdust storage. I will need a couple of these. You see there's a large log yard. One of probably two of these. Oh, there is again the slope too steep. This is actually one of the major issues here on this type of map, or the location where I'm currently trying to put down my new industrial zone here. So yeah, I think I should have almost everything here. I just want to put down, to be honest, a few more like buildings. Trying my best here to fit this in, like 36. Let's have it come across here again. And yeah, I'm closing. I'm trying to fit in a few more of these. Then a few smaller zones as well. Probably that's for some reason sometimes easier to put down smaller zones like these. because they seem to have different requirements regarding the slopes. Sometimes I'm occasionally wondering about, but well, it is what it is. Then I need a few of these for sure, because I want to have a few, what is it called, hatchlings probably, in my in this industrial zone as well. And with that, I'm trying to figure out whether I can put down one, two, three more probably. We'll see. So there's another one. Yeah, and regarding, I might need here and probably more road there. I'm just wondering whether I need to connect a few more buildings here, but probably not, actually. So that's looking good. Maybe there's another one that can be fit in. So let's see whether that works. I just need to put down or extend my water pipeline network to make sure that everything is covered here properly. So that should all be fine. Yeah, I think it's looking good. Then let's see whether everything's covered or not. Yep, it looks as if it is. Perfect, so yeah, we can, I think, now let the game run again for a very little while. And maybe I need 1 2-lane road. A one-way 2-lane road to here. And I'm brushing here a few more trees in to make it look more like natural with all these forest and woodworking things here. Yeah, probably that's good. And then let me check and see how this industry evolves actually. Hopefully, well, my plan is that this train station is enough to transport all the things out of this industrial zone, so hopefully that works out. Really hoping about that. Really hoping for that. So no weather, no rain, all set. So let's keep things clear and let's see how things develop here. I just want to quickly check on my adventure park here. So I do have not yet enough visitors to reach level 5. That's fine. Level 3. That's okay. And now I'm thinking about expanding this part of town, as I haven't been actually working on that since quite a while. 24. Connect these. Then from here, I think we should go 48 across here. Another, maybe a bit more. 12 here. I'm just moving like this node and that node. So I'm establishing a bit more of a distance here. And I'm also expanding my water pipelines here. That was one step too far. Okay, that looks good. Then I need, or I'd like to have a bit more of an expansion to up here. 24 across. 24 here. Oh, sorry about that. That did not properly reconnect here. And I'm connecting this part and that part. And this part as well. So I could actually 12 establish here something that goes across that area. So I need a few more office zones at the moment. I'm pausing the game just in the meantime to make sure that I'm not wasting any like opportunities of companies moving in. Do not want to have anyone settle here because it's way too small. And then I can probably have some residential zone here. Probably another residential zone there. Oh, a new commercial zone. And I'm already right now starting to put down a community school. I didn't remember the zoning. So if I'm using any zones for things like that, like schools, libraries, police, whatever, hospitals, whatever needs to be there, I'm more likely to use the commercial zones instead of the offices, because currently I do have a huge commercial demand, but not with the yeah, I don't have a huge commercial demand, so that's the reason why I'm actually using that part of my zoning for this type of yeah, for making sure that everything's covered here in that area. Then I also need some more water pipelines here. So I'm setting these up as well. Following that here, following this, going up there, going down here. And to fully make sure that, again, the river is not interfering or causing any troubles here, I'm already setting up some Ks here just to make sure that I'm not having any flooding issues while I'm letting the game run again. And then we'll check and see what happens. And I think there will be a couple of things happening very quickly, because I expect those offices to be laid out very, very soon after probably a park here in the middle. Well, that could actually be nice. Yeah, so I want to establish some kind of a park area here. So quickly using this park brush here, I think this is actually a good opportunity because I think at the moment there won't be that many citizens moving into this part of town. Sorry for messing around with my brush here. So having a park here is actually a nice thing, nice opportunity to have. So I'm gonna set down like a small main gate here, another one there. I want to keep it as simple as possible, just to make sure that I'm not running into any design issues here. I'm using the move it mod again to center this a little bit out, and then I can like connect all path here in this park and set up one thing here, one cafe there, another restroom here, another restroom there, one restroom here, info booth straight in the middle, and a few gazebos as usual, because those are usually cozy places where people like to hang out. It's just thinking about a playground for the kids, and then using the forest brush to make things a bit more nicely. And usually what I experienced with these park areas, it's not only the residential zones that angry clans mobile again. Oh, come on. It's actually not only the residential zones that are profiting from such kind of a park. It's also the residential zones that usually, yeah. Sorry, it's not only the residential zones, but also the business and the commercial zones that love those parks. So I hope that by putting this down, it actually helps me with attracting a few more residents to my city here. But since I just started out playing this episode, I still have some room to grow and time to grow. So this went already to level 3, 3-star. This is, for some reason, this is not as much in use as I thought it would be. But well, that's still okay, I think. But there are again some shenanigans happening. Oh, what happened here? There's something like a bit strange. It's going up and down. But why does it? Why is it going up and down here? Just taking a look here. Is there anything like too close here? Yeah, I think that's better now, and I have to do probably some lane management here, because I want you to go there, you to go there, and you only to go there. And I think it might be the same issue with this here. You can only go here. You may only go there, and you might only go here actually. And that should make the traffic situation actually a bit better than it has been before. Yeah, there it's all set. Here it's not set as far as I can tell. And here it's set, Okay, so maybe I was just missing on that for whatever reason. Here we're set here. And yeah, over there everything's good as well, except for that crossing. And except for this here. Yeah, but that should not cause any, too many issues for the moment, actually. Let me quickly check here. So this is kind of stupid. What I did here was not really wise, to be honest, because I do not want this to happen, and I do not want that to happen. So this should be running a bit better now. Are you guys stupid? So you can only go here. You may only go there. So that's about it, but there shouldn't be any parking at all in this situation or that kind of road. But you may choose, actually. Yeah, you can choose. So that shouldn't be an issue, to be honest. This should not become an issue. I don't know where these people are heading up to. They basically they're just taking the U-turn thingy here. So I'm wondering, you may go at any time. Probably I need a different type of road here. Like in the network extension mod, there is one type of road that might be helpful now. And I think I should be able to find this. It's not a 4-lane. I'm just wondering whether I can find it. Well, maybe I haven't the proper extension installed right at the moment, because what I was searching for is actually a 2-lane and a 1-lane road type of road. There we go. So I want to upgrade this type of road, just like here and like there, and then things should run a bit more smoothly here, with you going there, you going there, and not having any like traffic lights here. And I still want to make sure, yeah. So that was quite an easy fix, I would like to say. Regarding that, I don't like this lane changing behavior actually a lot, because that's a bit ridiculous, and I think people, they can still change their lanes at a later stage here. So you go off here, you go off there, and you're the only ones that can go off there, and the same happens over here. So I think I've never actually taken care of that. So yeah, I just quickly want to check what is actually happening here. Because that type of traffic is a little bit bothering here. So they're going basically back and forth. Probably I need to establish here a different type of road. This could be one of the last roads actually that use this type of like farm country road thingy. So none here. That's a bit confusing. So there's still the possibility for people to cross. There as well, there as well. shouldn't actually happen. And I think I have to do some kind of lane management here because it's so easy for you to either, sorry, to either choose this or the other lane, and the same goes actually for that one. So I could easily redirect, like letting this come. Yeah, so that's actually way better here. I haven't thought about that specific type of usage in the past, to be honest. So that's not that bad. And here I think, yeah, we still have some kind of traffic lights going on. And yeah, very, very soon I should give home priority, you priority. You get priority here. So you can easily move along. The same goes for you here. Yeah, and then it sorted itself out basically almost without me taking care of too many things. So I think these things could work a little bit better at the moment. I'm just wondering, yeah, they have to switch lanes over here. Unfortunately, that's something I can't really change for now, but yeah. I will find probably a better solution for that. Well, at least I have to, I think, sooner or later find something better. Over here, I'm just double checking. Yeah, of course, there is some. Now, when I'm looking, dear cars and drivers, now you're doing good with all the lane management shenanigans. So, why did you have problems earlier? It's a bit strange. Why are so many cars like driving off here out of the restrooms? No, I think it's coming from this main entrance here, probably. Yeah, and over here, I think due to the wood industries, a few more unfortunate things are happening. So what happens? No, let me first check that here and give those guys a priority. Oh, there's the next thing coming up here. So no traffic lights here. None there, none there, none there. And I don't want to have like any parking happening here in this whole like boulevard. I always thought that these boulevards with the middle stripe here are not subject to be parked on, but as far as I can tell, wait, yeah, those are. Yeah, you should also please stick to your lane. Do not any weird stuff here. Yeah, and you should be able to, yeah, you can still change your lane later on, right before you're heading off the parkway here. Yeah, and sooner or later, I have to admit, I think I have to establish something like a new, probably a new, oh, I don't like it. I don't like this, to be honest, that there are so many. Probably I have to change something here. 2-lane to 4-lane. This is, well, let me quickly try something. So I have a 2-lane highway with sound barriers here, and I want to introduce that here. And I want you, probably that's already helpful, like with having these or giving those the allowance of moving here, and you the allowance of only moving there, or there, but not anywhere else. But then I think probably both of you could move a bit more easily, which leads to, or which will lead to the fact that there might be some shenanigans happening over here, but I can upgrade this type of road here and make sure that this lane only goes there, this lane only goes there, that lane only goes there, and this lane only goes there, and then things should keep moving probably a bit easier. Hardly any cars are using this connection here, but I should allow you guys to move as well whenever you can. And probably I have to establish, so you please wait. So that might help keeping things moving a bit better. Otherwise, I have to reorganize that. In a different way. Yeah, we'll see. So this almost went up to like a 5. Probably I need some warehouses here actually. That's that's something I might need here. And this might be of help here. And that type of road might also be the wrong one. Like having a 3, 4, just wondering. So this is a asymmetrical road, so that might help here. Something like a regular road here. And then I only would need something like that here. And suddenly things have changed. Interesting, guys. Very, very interesting. So this behavior actually changed the whole like thing with that changed everything. Wow, that's interesting. That's really interesting. Because you can still go ahead there, of course. And you should be allowed to go there. And you should only be allowed to go here. Like this, like that. And there we go. I think this might be the perfect solution already. For my traffic issues here. What an interesting approach. Absolutely interesting. But it keeps things moving way better than I expected. Oh, the academic thing here. Middle City Park Polytechnic Institute. So what am I missing here? I still need, and I'm quickly pausing this game now because that's something I've been waiting for a couple of times already, to be honest. I knew that, well, I had the first thing I've gotten so far is like 3 stars thing here, 2-star thing in the past, or probably even a 3-star. I don't know. But how can I change the attractiveness? Can I put down what I'm wondering whether I might be able to. Okay, I can't use that. But can I use something small, but something like worthwhile to my university area that will help me with getting a better. Really, it does help. But that's perfect. So maybe if I put down one more like fiber here. Yep, it should become a 4-star quite easily now. So the attractiveness already got more and better. So this should become a 4-star Polytechnic Institute University thing very, very soon. Then I also want to make sure that this type of industry does have a good enough fire coverage. Definitely want to make sure of that. And like the health thingy should be established as well here. And the police, don't want to have any crime happening here. So that's looking good. And regarding this here, I guess we need more offices in this part of town. For that reason, I'm changing this from residential to an office zone. Yeah, that's looking good, and I think soon enough there should be offices moving in, and I want to change that here to a purely residential zone, just to keep things like more consistent. So that traffic issue got solved. Perfect. And I might also need some. What about having some industrial zones? Just thinking. So let me put down $36. 36. 12. Probably like this. So I'm trying something like a simple zone here and another simple zone there. And then I'm setting up a farming and a wood industry here. And then I'm putting down, yeah, first some water pipelines. And then I'm zoning out a few more industries here. And then also something waste management, because I want to make sure that we're not running into any issues here. Perfect. So it's never bad to have enough waste things here. Yeah, and those industrial zones, they are actually growing far more quickly than I expected it to be. Planks for life, original wood products, blah blah blah. All good. Should be able to expand this network like here. Like down there even with them. Let's say 48 probably. Another 12 by here. Another 12 down there. 24 or like here. And I'm also expanding this zone. To down there. And increasing the amount of possible industries here by a bit. That's interesting. See, I actually never tried that before, and it's honestly really interesting that like even like forests are planted down here, and this is a baking company, an animal farm, a little one at least. I'm curious. It doesn't show me anything yet, but soon there will be maybe some extension to it. And right now, I guess there might be one like special building that I kind of forgot about putting down. Okay, not the steel plant. Just checking because not the electronics factory, not the car factory. Car factory will be interesting. But I'm more likely searching for the bakery. I'm just quickly the bakery. So that might be building already exists. So yeah, unfortunately I already have you in town. Can't use you. And I wanted to have, actually I wanted to put down a few warehouses. I completely forgot about that. So like one warehouse balanced mode for forestry products and one for farming products. So that forestry, farming, good. So we are good to go here. And I might need 2 small warehouses. Again, one forestry, one farming, and that's it. So that should maybe take some load off of here. Hopefully it does. Yeah, perfect. So it doesn't look like I did a lot. In my town, it was, yeah, there were a couple of things that I had to do regarding traffic management, which is totally fine. I had to do a couple of things regarding additional industries here in the Thornton district and the Hemlock Hills. Maybe I should expand Hemlock Hills actually. Yeah, let me quickly do that before I'm finishing up this episode. So I want to have that expanded over there as well. Like here. I think you should have water already. Yeah. I just want to make sure that also my warehouses have enough water supplies. Yeah, almost. Well, that almost went like bad here. Yeah. Have I zoned this out? Or, yeah, I told them. So, well, we'll see how things develop over here. And yeah, I would like to thank you for joining me again playing Cities Skylines today in my 19th episode of playing Verville. Actually, of course, I was somehow eager to gain another 50k citizens this time, but I wanted to keep this episode a little bit shorter. And yeah, I definitely have to think about the whole area and zone that I have available for increasing, or maybe it would be good to actually establish something like over here. And I know that there are still a few more. Well, let me purchase a couple more squares here because I think I want to establish an even bigger city like, or part of the city up there. Right now I reached a bit more than 300,000 citizens here, and I'm curious it might get even twice the amount as soon as I'm planning out or starting to plan out things here. Yeah, so I'm quite happy with the outcome, to be honest, because I'm no longer having any train issues like huge, something like a huge backup here on trains. Maybe you remember one of my previous episodes. And things are working out quite nicely, actually. So, yeah, I would really like to thank you for watching me this time. Again, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I would really love if you did so. In case you have any comments or questions, let me know and I'm happy to answer them as soon as I can, because I'm always happy to help you city builders out there with my experience, with my approaches that I'm taking. And yeah, let me know whatever I can do. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing that, as it keeps me going. And click that little bell icon to get notified as soon as I'm publishing a new video. So thanks a lot for joining me again. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful April. Over here it started snowing again, unfortunately. But, well, the weather is what it is. So stay safe, stay healthy, and hope to see you soon back on my channel again. Thanks a lot. Have a good one. Bye bye.